We're live on YouTube. It is Tuesday, and it is the Rich Lieberman Bay Area Media Pulse. Sometimes we talk beyond the local San Francisco, Oakland Bay Area, national, international. Today, I want to talk about a growing trend. It's a negative trend. Not surprising, of course not. This has to do with reporters, not so much anchors, because we have enough of them. The boring, robotic, especially on Channel 7, the ABC 7 crew. I want to talk about reporters in general. I don't watch a lot of TV news lately because it's dreck, but I've been watching more, especially when I was sick and confined to bed trying to beat this virus that I had. I watched more and I thought, well, this could be educational. I could see if there's anything or anybody that I could highlight and recommend, give a little plug. I couldn't find anyone. As a matter of fact, I lamented the fact just how awful, downright awful, almost unintentionally hilarious these reporters that we have today, especially on Channel 7. Few on NBC, few on Pix, KTVU, they're all over the place. And what I mean by dumb, boring, robotic reporters, a lot of these yutzes, and I don't care whether they're women or men, we're going to go down that road. They happen to be a lot of women. They look as if they just were given a mic and a cameraman, told to go out and report on such and such story, and you can tell they're newbies because, and I've said this a million times, written, they don't even know the geography where they're reporting from, the correct pronunciation of where they're mentioned a gazillion times. One woman on a radio transmission referred to Lafayette as Lafayette. I long ago talked about a reporter, TV news reporter, who referred to Doyle Drive when it was around as Doyle Avenue, which is heinous. There's no Doyle Avenue. It's Doyle Drive, the approach to the Golden Gate Bridge, which isn't around much any longer. It's not there anymore. And what it shows you, though, is the fact that these TV news outlets, they just don't give a damn. They don't care. They schlep these inexperienced yahoos onto the screen and they tell them to go report. It could be anything. It could be a fire in downtown San Francisco. It could be something, just a general assignment report in, say, Berkeley, or go do a man on the street in downtown San Jose. And you can tell they're inexperienced. And that's the best thing you can say about them. They're schlubs. They're yutzes. If they were guys, they'd be schmucks. They're women, you can fill in the blank. They're made to look as ridiculous as they already are. They don't have any seasoning, and it shows. And I'll say it again, no wonder most people don't have any faith in news media, because how can they believe you when you're not believable, when you have scant acumen? That's not even the right word. News acumen is a foreign concept. They put these idiots on the air. And again, not many people are watching the news. So a lot of this goes unreported. Some of it is just downright accepted. I made a notation that it happens mostly on KGO TV. And who owns KGO TV but Disney? It's a small world after all. Well, the Mouse Mafia doesn't give a crap about its news gathering personnel. They're barely able to keep only the basic people on the air at Circle 7. They have these nimbobs in the morning. I'm talking about those who work at the anchor desk. I'm not even talking about the reporters. But if you look at Channel 7's reporter stock, there is no stock. You have a bunch of pimple faced, if you want more clarity, idiots who don't know what the hell they're talking about, literally and figuratively. Some of these people I just have seen. They must have just got off the bus from Fresno or Milwaukee or Dubuque, and they stick them on out here. Most of them have spouses or boyfriends or girlfriends who work because they couldn't survive out here on what they're paying. And that's another thing. This is no defense to put these schlubs on the air who don't know the lay of the land, who don't know how to report, who are only there maybe because they're a woman who's attractive, who has highlighting appeal from a purely physical asset. But they don't have any acumen. They don't have any chops to report a story. And it's embarrassing. Yet there they are out there. Don't know the streets of San Francisco. Don't know who to interview. Wouldn't know what to ask the new mayor, Daniel Lurie, about something having to do with the homeless or drugs or the cops. You know, for many years, it was well known, although it wasn't official, the cops in San Francisco most of the time picked an Irish police chief. No issue with that. It was just part of the terrain, right? Do you think some of these dumb reporters would have the physical cojones to go and ask cops on the street? And most of them are not going to say anything. They're going to refuse comment. But okay, go into City Hall, go to the DOJ, go to the Hall of Justice, do some reporting. Make yourself worthwhile. I know you're getting paid a couple of Hershey bars, but for God's sakes, you're in the Bay Area. You're in a major city still, even though it's become diminished and marginalized. Talk to the cops. Build up a relationship. That's how you begin a career. Or are you on just a temporary pit stop? The way they put these morons out, they don't give a damn, which in turn, folks, means they don't give a damn not only about their own ridiculous personnel. Translation, they don't give a damn about you. You. They don't care. They look at experience as kind of a bonus. There's no crime in being very gifted or adequate when you're young, when you're just starting out. If you have the knack, if you have the passion to report or whatever, news gather, and you happen to be young and show promise, that's quite all right. That's fine. But when you're young and they throw you out into the pack of wolves and you don't know what the hell you're doing, that is evident on television, even in a marginalized market like San Francisco and the Bay Area in general. But it tells the viewers, there's still a few left, not a lot, that we don't give a damn. We're going to give you what we have. Now, you might say to yourself, well, Rich, you're answering your own question. If they don't have the financial wherewithal to get good reporters, what are they supposed to do? Find them. I don't know what you're supposed to do. I would just say, okay, we're not going to use many reporters then. We'll do stories from the desk. Hell, most of the stories they get these days, they can get via a pool reporter. They don't have to send the said reporter out to a story unless it's something big like a big fire or an earthquake or something else. Because quite frankly, folks, what I see out there is pure manure. It's awful. It is beyond embarrassing. It's a pile of poo-poo. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being damn serious. I don't know who these people are. I don't know where they get them. I jokingly refer to the fact that they look as if they just got off the journalism bus from high school in Fresno. That's no knock on Fresno. Just my point is, who are these people? I feel sorry for the news assignment editors. If this is the best you can do better. Go to the boss, talk to the GM, and say, look, we have a product. We have watchers and observers. We're not in Dubuque. We're not in Miami, whom, by the way, does a lot better job of finding dedicated, adequate even reporters. Instead of this mildew that you see on Channel 7 or Pix or Cron, I would be beyond embarrassed. This is a total, unbelievable abomination. It should never happen, but it does. And don't give me the crap about, well, we don't have the money. We're in a new environment. Bull crap. Hire adequate people. You can find adequate people on the street. Instead, you put these dumbheads, these idiots, these quarter brains on the air, and it is absolutely revolting. And yes, indeed, it is a total abomination.